Hey guys, so you may or may not be able to tell that I haven't got my microphone plugged in, and this is because I'm going to do my makeup collection video for you. I know that I said I'd probably do it around the 100th video, but the mic business is kind of really getting me down, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do, so what shall I do? Oh, I'll film my makeup collection video, because you don't really need to hear me talking, because you'll all be like, at all the makeup. So I figured that I would use that as a distraction. So I have two different setups. I guess you'll you will probably see the entirety of my room. I have a very small room. When we moved into this house, my brother was at home and I was actually living with my auntie in London because I just started modelling full time. And after a little while, it just got a bit too much and I wanted to be home. So Alex, my younger brother, he was actually given the bigger room. So I have the smaller room, which means I have to be very, very clever with how I store things because I'm a girl, I like shoes, I like handbags, I like makeup especially, and I have a lot of clothes as well. So this is what I've done. I'm going to show you just the makeup and skincare stuff. If you want to see a what's in my shower or anything like that, then leave a comment down below. And I have to do the usual YouTube disclaimer. Guys, if you're going to be horrible in the comments, then please just click off the video because I'm a beauty YouTuber. This is what I like to, buy most of. I'm more of a makeup and skincare girl, especially because of what I do for a living. I really need to look good all the time. That is my job. And I like to take care of myself. I'm a girly girl when it comes to makeup, hair, skincare. And also, a lot of it does get used. I tend to rotate stuff in my makeup bag, so depending on the seasons and things like that. So all this stuff does get used. Anything that doesn't get used, I'm sure my friend Roz will be able to leave a comment somewhere. Hey, if you're watching, Roz. Saying that she often gets a massive box of stuff to take with her when she leaves from having a sleepover at mine. So I have regular clear outs of stuff that I'm not using or I'm not getting on with, and it all goes to other people who will use it and love it if I don't get on with it or I just find I'm not pulling it out enough. So there's my little disclaimer. Please don't leave any nastiness in the comments or, don't argue with each other about it either. This YouTube channel is supposed to be a nice, friendly comments area. So I will just get on with my storage. All the links and things for my storage, because I've got some IKEA furniture, will be in the info box. So guys, you must read the info box. It's there for your own good. And all the info that I often get questions on, it's all in there. So I will just get on with the video. I'll see you back here in a second. Okay. So this is my bed. This is from IKEA, and next to my bed I'm using this as my bedside table. So I have my kind of supplement things, I have my diary and stuff, this nice little light which is actually from Sainsbury's. I have my little juice on the go. This is sea kelp, this is what I take. It's supposed to be good for weight management. I don't know if it does any good, but it's supposed to be good for your hair and stuff as well. So this is, well, I like to draw, so I've got this on the go at the moment. And then these two top drawers are just kind of for my junk, things like my passport and things like that. And then in here, this is what I keep all of my kind of spare things. So things like razors, spare deodorants, my wipes, Q-tips or cotton pads as we would call them, cotton buds even, the sit tight stuff like extra shower gels, miniatures for when I go travelling, things like that. This drawer set, by the way, is the IKEA Alex 9 drawer. So it has thinner drawers at the top and then some deeper ones at the bottom. This drawer is where I keep all my skincare. So I've got my pore strips, bleaching for those times when you get moustache, ladies. I too am guilty of having to bleach my top lip. The tea tree mask thingy from Body Shop, which I love. These cotton pad, porous, deep cleansing pad thingies for taking off masks and things. All my kind of moisturisers, little treatment things, masks, enzyme peel, some Lizelle ones. I love Lizelle. More Lizelle. the Bliss Triple Oxygen one. A couple of muslin cloths at the back there, and these little like nose strip thingies. Then in here is where I keep sort of like soaps and things, so things like bath bombs, like mostly Lush stuff really. I've got some like their little hand things, Cath Kids and soap, hand cream, Lush tins, leftover stuff from Christmas, this massive olive oil bar of soap that my boyfriend gave me. Just random, you know, like bath bomb, bath things like that. Got a couple of lip scrubs and stuff in there as well. That drawer makes everything else smell amazing as well. In here, we have my everyday, what I'm using at the moment, skin stuff, like before makeup, so 8 Hour Cream, my moisturiser, a couple of other moisturisers, and my UV sun protector, my Origins that I'm using at the moment. At the back there, I don't know if you can see, but I don't really need to access it, is because that's all my Back to MAC stuff. So if you take 6 little plastic pots back, you get a free lipstick, eyeshadow or lip gloss, I think, if you take it into a MAC store. And if you take it into a MAC counter, you get a free lipstick, I think. So that's kind of at the back there. These are my treatments, lip balms, tea tree oil, eye creams and stuff that I use kind of mainly at night. And this is the only drawer. This is not where I store all my makeup. This is more my skincare kind of area. But these drawers are deep enough to house my lip glosses and lipsticks sort of upright so I can see all the colours. So I have some NYX ones. I have all my Rimmel, what are these called? Apocalypse. Some Butter London ones, Revlon, MAC over here. And then I have lipsticks here. So these are all glosses. Have some tube glosses as well, and then this is not the best way to store things. I really am not 100% happy, but I have lip pencils in with my kind of cheaper lipsticks. So I've got some MAC ones, a lot of Rimmel ones, and Natural Collection actually. So that's what's in that drawer. This drawer is kind of, those are my lip balms. I've got a spare purse. I keep all my cotton pads that I'm using in here. Baby Bioderma. Some tissues, tools like little scissors, tweezers, things like that, hand sanitizer and like a perfume thingy, you know, the ones where you clip onto the big bottle and you can take it travelling. I have some makeup bags, there's a Mulberry one in there from my boyfriend for Christmas, and then this is where I keep my hot water bottle, which is purple and spotty. I think you can get these from Boots. And then in here, this is kind of like body creams, samples, things from beauty boxes, like sachets of things, extra lip balms, extra like shower things, just any kind of miniatures and samples or like body bits is what I keep in there. And then my hot water bottle because I have nowhere else to put it. So over here, this is my desk, this is where I film. This is my flower pot, these are the flowers that Roz got me, so hi Roz if you're watching. This is where I keep my hairdryer, things like dry shampoo, things I use after the shower, so my heat protectors, my Kerastase stuff, all the things that I use like deodorant and things every morning or after my showers. Here's where I keep my mirror. Hello! This is the pot from Eyes, Lips, Face or ELF. This is where I keep my most used brushes, so things that I use every single day. And you can get the little brush holders from elf.co.uk. I'll put the link below for you. This is my little kabuki brush from Gosh. And ELF also do these ones with 3 sections. So this again is just one single brush holder, but it's actually split into 3. I don't know if you can see. I've got a mixture of kind of Stigma brushes and Real Techniques brushes and a few MAC ones like this one and MAC 217, a couple of little ones like that. So this splits into 3. This is also from ELF. I'll put the link below for you. And here I just got this acrylic lipstick holder, and this is mainly for my more expensive lipsticks. So you can see I've got all my MAC ones here, a couple of Gemma Kid, a few Gosh ones. It's mainly for expensive lipsticks and lip glosses, or the ones that I'm using the most. So mainly higher end ones on here. Got a YSL one, a few more of those. And then my makeup bag also sits here. This is a Dior one that I got free with when I bought the perfume set, came with the body lotion and this stuff. And you guys have seen what's in my makeup bag already. Now, this is the Alex 6 drawer, I think. And they're actually stacked on top of each other. They're supposed to have the little wheels on the bottom, but I've just put blue tack on the top of this bottom one and then not put the wheels on, and they stack really nicely. I think Tiffany D also did this. This is where I stole the idea from. So, really good idea. The first drawer, all my foundations, concealers and powders, and then little powder puffs. So these are kind of the things that are out of season for me or the wrong shade at the moment. Spares of things, stuff like that. These are the ones that I am currently switching between or using. Got a few travel pots of stuff that I've mixed myself that are just in little travel jars for when I go away. A few kind of concealer palettes, Clarins foundation, powder foundation, and then these are where I will keep my concealers and correctors. Got a couple of powders. I need to finish this one off actually because I actually really like the Rimmel Stay Matte better. I've got a Japanese palette that's just got deep potted concealers in. A few kind of powder puffs and stuff, and the MAC Fix Plus and an Avene thermal spring water, and that's what I use. If I think I've over powdered myself, then I'll just spritz one of those on because they're not really setting powders. In here is where I keep all my palettes. So I have sleep palettes. I am warning you, I have a lot of MAC palettes. I'm not going to lie, when I first started modelling I had a bit of a MAC obsession and that's all I would buy. So I have neutrals in here, and then I have 4 more at the back here. So there's a bright one, pinks, purples, blues, greens, and then my blush palette. If you guys want to see colours and things like that, then post comments below if you want like QRSs or, you know, what's in my neutrals palette or something like that. Happily do that for you. I've got my sleek ones down here also. I've got quite a few of those. I really like them. Naked palette, L'Oreal. This one from Moody that I kind of made myself. I just kind of smushed lipsticks into it. It's a bit messy looking, but does the job. This drawer has all my sort of blushes and stuff. So these black palettes you can see here are actually, if I can get it open, sleek blush palettes. These are called the Blush by 3. And they are really lovely. They're really good. They're quite bright though. Then I have all my NYX blushes down here. These are kind of more like drugstore blushes. So I have some Bourjois, Revlon, Tesco's. And this is my spare 17 one. And you guys, if you love the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, then you need to get your hands on these baked bronzers from Accessorize because they are absolutely gorgeous. Really pigmented, blend really nicely. They've got kind of like a sparkly side and sort of more of a sheeny side, and they are just beautiful. I think that one is Barley shade 2. Really gorgeous. Very similar to like something like this, you can see. This is where I keep most of my sort of like MAC ones or more expensive ones. So I've got my NARS Laguna and stuff like that in here. Bobbi Brown, a few other bits. Then in here I have all of my single eyeshadows. So I have all of my kind of paint pots, my MAC ones, and mostly Maybelline. Then I have all my MUA eyeshadows, which are just £1. All my glitters, a few MAC samples, Urban Decay, Barry M. These are all my kind of single expensive eyeshadows, and I've got my eyelash curler and some eyeshadow bases, and then I've got a few smaller palettes. I've got my eyelash tweezers, all of my amazing shine lashes, which are like £1.99. You get them from Amazon. Love, love, love those. Anything kind of smaller palettes. 17 eyeshadows natural collection. I actually quite like all the cheap ones. Then this drawer was my lip drawer. I don't know what I'm going to put in here yet, but you can see that I'm using all of my beauty boxes as kind of for sectioning off bits, and if I've made any orders from MAC, that's how the MAC boxes come. I just kind of chop the lid off. It's a really good idea for organising yourself. In here is where I keep my eye things. This is just like a random like hand and soap kit that I haven't used yet, but I'm just kind of keeping it in there. I have nowhere else to put it. Gel eyeliners, some sort of glitter ones, pencil ones, sharpeners, this Rimmel, haven't used this yet because I'm trying to use up a couple of my other tubes that I've got open of like the Urban Decay one. A couple of unopened eye mascara thingies, mascaras that are in use. I probably need to get rid of a couple of these, but I'm kind of hanging on to this even though this needs to go now because I really want to buy the full size, but I've got a few others to use up before I'm allowed to. In here is hair stuff. So this is these are my brushes. I've got my curling wand at the back there, donut, my beloved Tangle Teaser, Babylous straighteners, and a few sort of hairsprays, clips, sectioning clips, hair bands, Moroccan oil, things that are not in use now, which would normally go in the little tray on top of this one, because I'm using stuff up, so that's where all my kind of spare hair bits go. This is my jewellery and sunglasses drawers. I have like a spare purse, like this is going to be a present for someone, I haven't decided to yet. Earrings in here, sort of rings and things in there, more in here, sunglasses all down the side. I never buy expensive sunglasses because I just don't. I sit on them or I break on them. My most expensive pair of sunglasses are probably about £16 from Topshop, and I think they're these ones. So I have my little rings that I'm obsessed with. I really like the River Island jewellery. I always lose jewellery, so I tend to buy cheap jewellery, and I don't actually wear it very often. And then in this special box is what I got for my first Holy Communion from my grandma. She had it engraved for me. And it says, Hannah Love Grandma in the middle there. And this was the bracelet that my grandpa, who is dead now, gave to her for their first date, I think. So she passed it on and had it engraved. So I have that in there because it's really special. This is where I keep some hats. Again, this drawer is pretty empty. I haven't kind of filled things up properly yet. This drawer is empty apart from one of these Illamasqua boxes, which I'm actually saving for a giveaway, but I'm going to split up all the stuff because there's nail polishes and cool funky bits like that in. This is where I keep all my leads, like old phones, iPhone boxes, leads, chargers, things like that. Instruction booklets for stuff. And the final drawer is where I keep my nail wheels, nail stuff, Barry M nail polish, lots of Essie, some sort of clear ones over here, little stencil things, hand creams, Body Shop, body butter thingies, spare nail files, gems, and fun stuff like that. So, I will flip you over so I can see now. So that was my makeup collection. I hope that, oh there we go, it's going to focus. I hope that you enjoyed it. It is a bit crazy, I'm not going to lie. I'm aware that it's a very big makeup collection, but that's what I do, you know. Some girls love bags or shoes, or fashion, and I happen to love makeup and skincare. So I hope that's been kind of okay for you. If you have seen anything in there that you want more information on, or you've seen a palette and you want a tutorial with a certain palette or something like that, then leave it in the comments below. And if you have a makeup collection video that you think would be fun to post as a video response, please do, because I do watch all your video responses. And I hope that without the mic you can kind of hear me explaining what's in each drawer. Obviously it's not as great as I want it to be right now, but it's a good start. When I have it all finished and more neat and tidy, I think I'll do a updated makeup collection video. But this is it for now. I know a few of you have been requesting it lately, so I hope you enjoyed. Again, this was not to brag, it's because it was requested, and I love watching these kind of things, and I think it's really nice when you see other people's kind of storage ideas and stuff. and also just what they have in their collection, or things that you think, oh, they must be really good because they have a lot of them, or, you know, whatever. So I just find it really interesting. I hope you have too, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads. If you type in Hannah Janes, that's Jan for November ES, you'll be able to follow me on Goodreads for all you little bookworms out there. We can all be bookworms together. So have a lovely day, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye!